Okay, in this video I'd like to show you my 24 FMC single done at Slovakian Online Open number 13. So this single was done with domino reduction, no insertions basically, really nice solution, basic technique, and it kind of shows how domino is amazing, how it's efficient. So this is not my first solution, this is rewrite it. The original paper looks like this, kind of chaotic as I always do. I really need to rewrite it to kind of explain it, because here I tried many different options. This isn't my first solution that I came up with this domino. I found actually 2E2E skeleton, but it leads to shit insertions, so I didn't do it. Anyway, this scramble is really easy, and solution itself is really easy too. So I only need 2 cubes. So first of all, edge orientation. You have only 2 bad edges here, which is really nice, and as you can see, every other edge is oriented. So here, I tried many options. You can do Sledgehammer, for example, which is 4 moves, and you create 2 pairs. That's quite nice, but not really nice for domino. Then you can just do a simple insert like this, with B moves, this insert, and yeah, you get the idea. You can do U2 and insert the edge like this, or like this. So I ended up with this 4 move insert like this, and the reason is that it kind of gives me actually don't know, I tried many options, but this seemed the best for the result for the domino reduction after switch. So yeah, that's the reason why I did it. But anyway, I didn't really pay attention for the Sludge case. Maybe there is something good with Sludge, but I tried all of the B inserts, and this one was the best, so I ended up with it. So if you switch to the normal scramble again, you have this situation, and here you have kind of this pair. So you have option to insert this pair here, like this, and what it does, it actually orients all the stuff and leaves you with this. So what I try to do once I have edge orientation is create a domino reduction, and the best way is reduce it to the case where you have like 3 corners misoriented and 2 edges, because you can make it into this case, for example, and then you have only 3 moves to orient it, or you can reduce it to this case, for example, which is also 3 moves. So these 2 cases are really nice. Also, other nice case is 2 edges, 4 corners, but it's not really nice because some cases can be difficult. And the last but not least is this case, where you have 2 edges, two edges and 4 corners like this. And yeah, there are plenty more. You can just do, for example, this is 2 corners, 2 edges, can be nice. When you have it like this, you do R, and then you have this case. But anyway, this would be a long video if I would show you all possibilities what you can do with domino. So here I inserted these 2 like this, which orients these 2 corners and leaves you with 3 corners and 2 edges. And here I have like this case already formed, which is like the pair and the correct corner, and then this slot, so I put it into the back and then insert it. So this is 12 move domino, and what's nice about this domino, it's not very efficient, but it gives you really good corners, and that's like crucial in the domino reduction, because if you have shit corners, you really can't do anything about it, and it's kind of difficult to find a solution. So I was really happy, because these corners are just you have like this block here, and this one is in the wrong spot, but you can do this and you have corners. So really nice. So this is what makes this domino really nice. Not its 12 moves, because 10 moves is probably better, and I think there could be a 10 move domino, of course. Most of the time I could find a 10 move domino, but I stick with this domino because it gives you really nice corners, and as well really nice continuation. So may I show you the original solution, what I found after this, because after this I switch, and this is like the solution that I came up with after insertions and failing insertions, etc. So may I show you the original thing what I did. So here in inverse it's quite easy to do something like u prime r2 u prime or u prime r2d. What I notice is when you do r2 l2 you create this block, so I did r2 l2 and I create these two blocks, and then I did u prime f2 u prime, which actually separates the corners and gives you a case where you have 4 edges here. So this was the first thing that came in my mind. Actually not the first thing. The first thing was that I did u prime r2 d, which actually separates the corners, and now the corners can be solved with half turns. However, it gives you 8 bad edges, because these all edges are wrong, so they can't be solved with half turns and you need to fix them, and the quickest way how to fix them is actually quite long. It's, I think, 6 moves, so you don't really want to do that. So I did r2 l2 as a setup to fix some edges before that, then this, and now you have only 4 bad edges. What I mean by bad edges? I mean that the edges are not in the correct side, because the next step in domino after corner permutation, which is here done in 4 moves, is that the corners need to be in the opposite sides or the same side. So this is a good corner, this is a bad corner, this is a good corner because it belongs to the opposite side and can be solved with half turns. So my next step is I want to reduce the cube into the half turn state, because that's quite easy state to solve. And I want to make as many blocks as possible, because not many half turn states are efficient, but you can make it kind of efficient. So here you can fix these 4 with one slice move. So you can do b2 and then kind of m2 like this, and you get the idea what you get. So you did this, and as you can see I have many blocks here, and then you can just do this, and you have 2 edges and 2 edges, but shit, insertions, so I didn't do that. I don't know if it is understandable, but yeah, let's move to my original and the final solution. So you can do the corner permutation in 4 moves in the normal scramble as well. So you can do u2, and then you can do just, did I hold it from the correct angle? Yes, b2 u prime r2, which actually separates the corners as well. So with this move you actually permute them already, but I decided to do this, and then you have to do 1 move and you have corners solved, and you have also separated them, so that's quite nice. So then what I did is finish the edge permutation. I call it edge permutation, but it's just making edges solvable with half turns. So as you can see, this edge is wrong and this edge is wrong, so I did u prime here, and you need to swap them, and there is really an easy algorithm, which is f2 l2 f2, and they are swapped. Really cool. So first of all I did that, and then as you can see you have kind of state like this, but this is not a really good state. It's not easy to finish it here. You have kind of nothing. You have many blocks, but you can't really solve all of them. But I know a different solution for this. There are always many options. You can do this, but as you can see it leads to the kind of same scenario, so you don't really want to do that. But you can do wide turns here. Instead of doing f2, you can do wide f2. So I did it. So I did this, and as you can see it creates kind of many blocks here and blocks here. So then to finish this you just do d move to line this, and then you just solve those blocks like this. So this is the solution for the top and the bottom layer, and I only have 2 edges and 2 edges left. So I didn't do insertions for this, because they're in the middle layer. You can just do wide turns instead of U-turns to solve them most of the time. So I'm kind of lazy person, I don't want to do insertions. So first of all I tried the first spot here. So instead of U2 I did U wide 2, and then I came back to the solution. So here I did just the moves backwards, and here instead of U2 I did UI2, and then all of the moves again, and I look how the cube looks like. And in this case actually it was really nice. It's already permutes the edges here, and you can just do U2 D2 to finish. So it's 26. This was my first idea, so 26, kind of nice. But you have these two turns, that's kind of inefficient, right? So what I did after, I tried the other spot here, and this is like the most obvious because it fixes centers and gives you different edge permutation, and by the pure luck it actually solves everything. So you cancel two moves, insert 4 moves, so it's 24. So this is the solution. You basically just do 2 white turns and you solved 4 edges with 0 moves basically. Yeah, what I do when I have, for example, 3 edges, I do the same thing. I just insert 1 move here, try to fix that move, see what happens, or if it didn't happen, I try another move, and etc. So until I found something good, and basically this was good because this situation is basically 4 centers, 4 edges, so this can be solved with 1 slice move. However, if I had a case like this, yeah, this cannot be solved with 1 slice move. So if I have done the U white 2 here, and I get this case like this, when I have one edge solved, I wouldn't do that because that's kind of stupid, because you have 4 centers and 3 edges, and that can be solved. So you just have to like try and then see if you get the good case. The good case can be solved with 1 slice move, and then you try to find that spot, or either you put the insertion stickers and find that spot manually like that. So let me know if you want to see some more reconstructions. I don't know how this was understandable. It's kind of hard to describe rhythm reduction, and if you want to see some tutorials maybe for this, I will try my best. I have a lot of free time now, even though I work, so let me know.